Welcome to Locked and Loaded Sports. It's time to lock in, load up, and win big. If you're serious about sports and love cashing in on solid picks, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get to work. In this video, we dive deep into the numbers, using a high-performance blend of historical trends, advanced sports analytics, and real-world sentiment to deliver sharp, sometimes contrarian betting picks. We've identified 3 powerhouse teams from the AFC and 3 from the NFC, including a high-value long shot for each conference. When it comes to the future strategy, we see 3 clear paths. The conviction play. You can ride with one of these elite squads with total confidence for a massive potential payday. The wealth spread. You can distribute your capital across these picks to drastically improve your overall odds while keeping a strategic hedge bet in place to protect your bankroll all the way to the Super Bowl. The perfect world strategy. This is our personal favorite. You pick your top horse from the NFC and your absolute favorite from the AFC. And in a perfect world, these 2 titans meet in the Super Bowl, meaning you've already won before the coin toss even happens. Our plan is to utilize the wealth spread. We are putting 1 unit into play, allocating 20% of it to each of our favorite teams and 10% to each long shot. This balanced approach is meant to limit your capital expense, but keep you in the action with multiple Super Bowl contenders, while giving you the flexibility to hedge for the big game. Now let's break down our favorite Super Bowl futures. The Denver Broncos have transformed from a complete afterthought into the most dangerous threat in the conference. This incredible run has made them a premier bet to win the championship, with their odds currently set at plus 650. In a dominant regular season finale that solidified their place as the team to beat, the Denver Broncos secured a 19-3 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers. This win officially caps a historic campaign for the Mile High City as they finished with a 14-3 record, clinching the AFC West title and the #1 seed in the conference. With home field advantage now locked in throughout the playoffs, the road to the Super Bowl officially runs through the altitude of Denver. Perhaps most importantly for the offense, the unit emerged from the finale with a clean sheet, reporting no new significant injuries to their primary playmakers or the offensive line. This gives the Broncos a relatively healthy roster and a massive wave of momentum as they head into their bye week to wait and see who they will host in the divisional round. This miraculous turnaround is anchored by a historic defensive unit that finished the season on pace to shatter the legendary 1984 Chicago Bears single-season sack record by racking up 63 total sacks. Under the guidance of defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, the Broncos are allowing a league-leading 4.5 yards per play while boasting the most feared pass rush in professional football. Cornerback Patrick Surtain II has solidified his status as the premier lockdown defender in the game, securing Defensive Player of the Year honors and providing the foundation for a secondary that has become a graveyard for opposing quarterbacks. On the other side of the ball, the emergence of Bo Nix has given Denver a level of late-game poise that is rarely seen in a second-year signal caller. Nix has already orchestrated 8 fourth-quarter comebacks, the highest mark for any quarterback in his first 2 seasons since the league began tracking starts in 1950. While critics early in the season labeled the offensive approach as conservative, the results speak for themselves. Nix has limited mistakes and thrown only 1 interception over the past month of play. This complementary style of football allowed Denver to navigate a grueling schedule and emerge with an 11-game winning streak that saw them peak at the exact right moment. The path to the Super Bowl has also been cleared of its greatest obstacle, as the Kansas City Chiefs have been officially eliminated from postseason contention after Denver swept the season series. Without Patrick Mahomes standing in the way, the Broncos have taken full control of the conference. Head coach Sean Payton has successfully rebuilt the culture in Denver, taking a team that allowed 70 points in a single game just 2 years ago and turning them into a resilient juggernaut that wins the close battles. We are getting locked and loaded with Broncos at plus 650. Leave a comment with your favorite futures pick before the playoffs begin. Thanks. Now we look at another solid AFC option as the Buffalo Bills are emerging as a powerhouse, finishing the regular season with a 12-5 record and clinching a wild card spot. Their odds to win the Super Bowl are currently set at plus 1,000 or 10-1, making them a very compelling choice for bettors. This potential for a historic breakthrough is driven by the fact that the traditional gatekeepers of the conference have been dismantled as Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are already on the outside looking in. At the center of this title charge is Josh Allen, who continues to perform at an elite level that mirrors the greatest dual-threat quarterbacks in the history of the sport. Allen has displayed a newfound level of efficiency over the last month of play, highlighted by a league-leading rushing season from James Cook, who became the first Bills player to lead the league in rushing since 1976. While the defense has faced scrutiny throughout the year, they have shown a remarkable ability to rise to the occasion during the most critical moments, and they currently rank as the premier unit in the league for passing yards allowed. The road to the Super Bowl appears more navigable than ever before, as the Bills are peaking with momentum following a 35-8 rout of the New York Jets in their regular season finale. With the most dangerous veterans in the conference sideline for January, the Buffalo Bills find themselves staring at a clear runway and the greatest opportunity of the Josh Allen era. This shift in the landscape is punctuated by the most significant development of the season, which is that the postseason will move forward without Patrick Mahomes or the Kansas City Chiefs. We are getting locked and loaded with the Bills at plus 1,000. We appreciate all of our viewers and subscribers. Thank you. Now, the AFC dark horse we plan on getting some action on is the Steelers. In their Week 18 final high-stakes regular season showdown, the Pittsburgh Steelers proved exactly why they are the most dangerous long shot in the field. By grinding out a dramatic 26-24 victory over the Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh officially clinched the AFC North title with a 10-7 record. The Steelers are currently our premier long shot pick to win the championship with odds set at plus 5,000, meaning a $10 bet will return a total of $510. This value is staggering when you consider the pedigree leading this team into January. Head coach Mike Tomlin has officially tied the legendary Chuck Noll for the most wins in franchise history, and his postseason resume includes 2 Super Bowl appearances and a championship ring from Super Bowl 43. Diving into that championship DNA is the veteran leadership of Aaron Rodgers, an all-time great who has redefined the quarterback position. Rodgers is a 4-time NFL Most Valuable Player and a former Super Bowl MVP who has already proven he can hoist the Lombardi Trophy. In the season finale against Baltimore, Rodgers showed that elite poise once again, throwing for 294 yards and connecting with Calvin Austin III for a clutch 26-yard touchdown pass in the final minutes last week against the Ravens. The Pittsburgh offense is peaking at the perfect time, bolstered by the return of TJ Watt, whose presence on the defensive side of the ball provides the pass rush needed to survive the tournament. The combination of a battle-tested head coach, a legendary quarterback, and great odds to win the crown make the Steelers the ultimate buyer beware team for the rest of the conference. We are getting locked and loaded with the Steelers at plus 5,000. Keep in mind you can split your action or units on any one of these teams to win their conference and the Super Bowl. And now we turn our focus to the NFC conference. Our first NFC futures recommendation is the Los Angeles Rams, who have solidified their status as a championship heavyweight after finishing the 2025 regular season with an impressive 12-5 record. By securing a victory in their season finale, they have claimed the second seed in the NFC West and locked in a high-stakes wild card spot. Currently, the Rams are a very strong pick to win the Super Bowl, with odds sitting at plus 425, a number that reflects the immense championship pedigree within this organization. Head coach Sean McVay remains a primary reason for this confidence, as he famously became the youngest head coach in the history of the league to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. His ability to design an elite offense has been on full display throughout the year, as the Rams finished the regular season with the #1 scoring offense in the NFL, averaging over 30 points per game. The engine of this scoring machine is Matthew Stafford, a veteran signal caller with a proven Super Bowl winning pedigree of his own. Stafford finished this campaign as the league leader in passing yards with over 4,700 and passing touchdowns with 46, showing no signs of slowing down at 37 years old. In the Week 18 victory over the Arizona Cardinals, Stafford was surgical, tossing 4 touchdowns and distributing the ball to a deep well of talent. Puka Nacua has been a revelation, finishing the season with 129 catches and over 1,700 yards, while Davante Adams provides a veteran presence that few secondaries can hope to contain. Even with Adams currently managing a hamstring injury in guard, Kevin Dotson dealing with an ankle sprain, the Rams' depth has kept them moving forward without missing a beat. On the defensive side of the ball, the Rams have transformed into a top 10 scoring defense, allowing just over 20 points per contest. Defensive coordinator Chris Shula has maximized the unit that ranks 3rd in the league in defensive efficiency, led by the reliable tackling of Nate Landman and a secondary that has become increasingly opportunistic. This balance between the league's most explosive offense and a top-tier defense makes Los Angeles a nightmare matchup for any opponent in January. With a head coach and quarterback duo that has already reached the mountaintop together, the Rams possess the rare combination of statistical dominance and postseason experience required to navigate the road to a championship. We are getting locked and loaded with the Rams at plus 425. When looking at the landscape of the postseason, it is impossible to ignore the team that currently wears the crown. And we think the Philadelphia Eagles are a solid pick to win the Super Bowl this year. And for those looking at the futures market, their current odds are set at plus 1,000 or 10-1. The Eagles enter this tournament with the ultimate target on their backs as the reigning champions, having dismantled the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 to secure the title just 1 year ago. That championship experience is bolstered by a star-studded roster that features elite talent on both sides of the ball. On offense, the trio of Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Saquon Barkley remains the most explosive unit in the league, while the defense is anchored by Pro Bowlers like Jalen Carter and standout cornerback Quinyon Mitchell. In the final act of the 2025 regular season, the Philadelphia Eagles chose a strategic approach by resting many of their core starters, ultimately falling to the Washington Commanders in a 24-17 contest. Despite the loss, Philadelphia finished the year with a strong 12-5 record, a performance that secured them the second seed in the NFC and a home game for the opening round of the postseason. With the starters now fully rested and the road to the Super Bowl once again running through the city of brotherly love, this veteran-led group has every ingredient necessary to become the first back-to-back champions in over 2 decades. We are getting locked and loaded with the Philadelphia Eagles at plus 1,000. When pinpointing an NFC long shot, there is one team emerging from the shadows of the North as a legitimate championship threat. The Chicago Bears are a premier long shot pick to win the Super Bowl, with their current odds sitting at plus 2,200, meaning a $10 bet would return a total of $230. This remarkable transformation is the direct result of a culture shift led by head coach Ben Johnson. The offensive mastermind has brought a new identity to the Midway, taking a franchise once defined by its struggles and turning it into a disciplined, high-octane machine. Under Johnson's leadership, the Bears concluded a historic campaign with an 11-6 record, clinching the NFC North title and securing the second seed in the conference. The regular season finale was a tightly contested battle that came down to the final second, and while the Bears fell to the Detroit Lions in a 19-16 loss at Soldier Field, the bigger picture remains incredibly bright. At the heart of this revival is the generational talent of Caleb Williams. In the season finale, Williams threw for 212 passing yards to finish the year with 3,942 yards, officially breaking Eric Kramer's 1995 franchise record for the most passing yards in a single season. On the offensive side of the ball, the Bears are a nightmare to defend when at full strength. While star receiver Rome Odunze was a notable inactive for Week 18 due to a lingering foot injury, the team remains hopeful that the upcoming week of preparation will allow him to return and join a receiving core that has kept defenses on their heels all year. But do not let the record-breaking offense distract you from a defense that has reclaimed the monsters of the Midway moniker. This unit is anchored by the relentless pass rush of Montez Sweat and the veteran leadership of linebacker Tremaine Edmonds, while the secondary has become an opportunistic group capable of turning any game on its head. With a record-setting quarterback, a transformative head coach, and a defense that can stand its ground against the elite, the Chicago Bears are the ultimate buyer beware team for the rest of the field. At 22-1 odds, they are a solid long shot to go all the way and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Chicago. We are getting locked and loaded with the Chicago Bears at plus 2,200. That wraps up another breakdown here on Locked and Loaded Sports. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest sports analysis and betting insights. More picks, more locks, and more action is coming your way.